Good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending on where you are at. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to let you fine folks know that my band, Repose, has put out a new record. And it is out today. I'm so proud of this record. We worked really hard on it. And I thought I would use this opportunity to kind of briefly tell you the kind of timeline that was behind it and the things that we overcame in order to see it through and get it done and out into everybody's hands. I've been telling people that the new Repose full length is kind of our color and the shape, in that it is the first full band collaborative songwriting venture, whereas the Sleep City EP was just songs that I already had laying around and had used for the YouTube stuff. And there really wasn't much involvement with the other guys. Those were kind of just finished songs that we kind of, added a vocal to and put that out as the Sleep City EP. So the Sleep City EP comes out, it does really well, went to number 9 on the alternative charts on iTunes, unexpectedly. We were blown away. We were able to buy a van with the record sales, and before the Sleep City tour that we went on in July of last year, we started writing songs for what would become our full length. This was a year ago. We had pretty much the entire album musically written a year ago. May, June was when it was completed, and we were demoing vocals with our singer Vince at the time before leaving for tour. So we go on tour, the tour does really well, we have a great time, we come back and quickly realize that we need to change singers. And we found our good buddy Tanner Cohens to fill those shoes. So Tanner comes in and he adds a whole new dimension, a whole new life to the band, but a few members are internally having a really hard time in their personal lives and their family lives, and a couple of the guys were kind of having their personal lives kind of fall apart in parallel to the band moving forward. And we played one show with Tanner and basically decided to just call it quits because half the band couldn't even do it anymore. They couldn't, even if they wanted to, they couldn't do it. That was made especially hard because the songs were done. We had the songs just sitting, demoed out, and we were about to enter the studio and have a few famous friends produce the record, and we split up. We threw it all away, and we were on to do that. So now we're into like October, December, early January time frame, and I have some of the songs basically recorded and done minus vocals. And during that breakup, Jared and Tony have been working on the other half of what would have been the full-length Repose record, and they had recorded ideas. They got some scratch guitars down and programmed some drums, and both sides just kind of had pieces to what would have been the full-length Repose record. After running into Jared at NAMM 2017, we kind of just decided to at least do the album and at least see that through because, again, we had these songs just sitting. They just sat, and we knew we were really proud of them, and we really loved the songs, and we just thought, you know what, we should probably just put out the record, right? So that meant basically getting everyone back together and starting over from scratch and doing it right. And that meant retracking the entire record over again, because by this time I'd gone to Fishman pickups, and some of the guitar parts were, either out of tune on my part or Jared's part, or I wanted a consistent guitar sound. And so technically it was important to just scrap everything and use all those as ideas and basically really elaborate demos and just re-record everything from scratch. And that's what we did. And there was a sense of not being rushed, but there was a sense of, we should charge hard and just really let's get it done. Let's buckle down and let's get it done. And that's what we did. Tanner recorded remotely at his place in his wooden box at his apartment in Eugene, Oregon, and everything else was tracked up here. I programmed all the drums. Jared programmed all the drums. And I recorded most of the guitars with the Seafoam Hyperion. And Jared did most of the leads, and he did, him and Tony did most of the leads and octave stuff and the candies, and then I put them all together, and there you have the Rest Repose full length. So now that I've rambled on about the album, I would appreciate if you guys go and at least share it, pick it up, help me out in any way, shape, or form that you can or are willing to. I would much appreciate your support. I'm really proud of this record. It's a monumental feat for me, and I truly love the songs. We poured our heart into them, and I hope you guys enjoy them, and thank you for any amount of time you're willing to spend on watching this video or listening to the new album.